Hello, everyone. Thank you for joining us. Welcome to the Why I Need podcast. And if you haven't subscribed, don't wait any longer. Hit the subscribe button and like, share, and join us in the comment section. We're talking about the recent announcement that the president of Uganda put out there, President Museveni, has been in office for a long time, since 1986. And he's asking for 6 more years. At this point, he's currently 81. And 6 more years will put him at 87. He said he's got a lot more things to offer, a lot more things to do for his people. And at that age, you would think he should be ready to retire to enjoy all of his hard work, all of his hard earned money, and just go relax and wait until the Lord calls him home. But he's not interested in doing that. It looks like he wants another 6 years, and people might actually vote for him. What do you think?
It's laughable that after almost 40 years, he's not been able to accomplish, his goal. And even considering considering how he came into power through a coup d'etat and time and time again, we continue to see these people that are coming through a coup d'etat, refusing to leave power. Well, they are not the only people, even democratically elected people, altering the constitution to make them a lifetime president. Well, I really do not blame him, considering the fact that he came in through a military system. But for him to be saying that he's seeking for another term after almost 40 years in power, that he basically telling Ugandans that this is the last time he will be coming to have them for vote, that they should all come out en masse to vote for him, is really, really laughable. It does feel like he's a comedian. That's how I interpret it, or that's how I saw the video. It just looked like he's a comic, like he's basically cracking jokes for people to laugh at because I don't see any seriousness in that. I don't see any love for the country there. I don't see, what, else he has to give. Right now, is he building a country for his age mates, or he's building a country for the youth? I think there is a big disconnect between him and then the people of Uganda, because I think Ugandans, youth and maybe people of 40 to 50 should be ruling Ugandans, to be making laws and then, to be leading the Uganda, but not somebody that is, almost 83 saying that he's coming back to seek for re-election. This is not just him. This is across the world, not just Africa. Putin is basically a lifetime president. He's a lifetime president. During the military parade in China, I think there was a hot mic. Xi Jinping and Putin was basically caught on the hot mic talking about living forever. That right now, if you are 70, you are just basically young and you just starting life. So I think time and time again, we begin to see all of these things happening. So maybe Museveni feels like he's still like 25 or 30. And then I think it's up to the Ugandans to decide their fate. We can't really decide for them. We are outsiders. We are just spectators. I think they should get in there and decide their future and see if they want to, they want him to continue leading them. And, it's entirely up to them. This tight mentality, I detest it. I really do not like it at all. And I think it should end.
Looking at the growth and the economy situation of Uganda over the years, it looks like he's done a decent job. Now, some research online is showing a GPD growth of about $3.9 billion in 1986 to $61 billion in 2025. He has increased the per capita income of Ugandans from $300 that it was in 1980s to almost $1,300 in 2025, officially placing Uganda in the lower middle income category. And according to the IMF in 2025, it's saying that Uganda is ranked the seventh fastest growing economy globally. Do you think this is a good achievement? Do you think this is one of the things he's mentioned that he started and he's looking to finish? Maybe he's trying to put them in the top 5 or top 3 fastest growing economy across the world. It looks like they've done some infrastructure project. They've invested in some industrialization, in commercial agriculture, digital transformation. And over the years, life expectancy has also increased. from 45 years that it was in 1986 when he took office to 63 years now, which is a pretty decent increase. Poverty reduction is deepened a little bit. The poverty line has dropped from 20% to 16% in 4 years. So it looks like he's got some bold plan to grow the economy to $500 billion by 2040. And he's only looking for another 6 years for another term. So maybe the people will look at all these records, decide to vote for him. But we can't really decide for the citizens of Uganda. They know their struggles, they know their challenges, and maybe the reports we're reading is inaccurate. Maybe it's accurate. Only time will tell, and only Ugandans will tell. If they appreciate the president, yeah, they'll definitely vote for him regardless of his age. I do agree that presidents like Museveni should give room for the younger ones because whichever policy is going to put in place for the next 6 years, it's not going to be around much long to kind of see the results of those investments. So maybe they should give younger people an opportunity, younger people that still have a lot of years ahead of them, and see what they can do and how they can improve the economy, improve the economic outcome of the country.
Yeah, I mean, I honestly do not understand how 83 years old would be deciding the future of, a country. Everything being equal, give or take, let's say he probably have like 15 years, 20 years. There are a lot of people in that country that probably have 60, 70 years ahead of them. Why not just give these people a chance? Even if we want to consider the fact that, he's been doing a lot of infrastructural development, he's been, handling the economy well. What made us think that if somebody else had been there, that they wouldn't have been, they wouldn't have done better? In fact, over the course of 40 years, they would have had at least close to 5 different presidents. How are we not sure that those people would have, done better than him? And even in Nigeria, I still, hear this debate, when they say Tinubu or nothing, Tinubu is the only one that can fix this. Peter Obi is the only one that can fix it. So what if they are not, what if tomorrow something happened to them? So it means that nobody else can fix it. So basically that's what Museveni is saying, that, if not him or nothing, nobody else can do it. And it's going to take you almost 46 years to do a project that you've been doing maybe God knows when. This is utterly responsible of these people. Even Paul Biya of Cameroon is still up there. In fact, that one, his own is worse. He is 92 and seeking for re-election. In fact, he took the whole country to court, and because they asked him not to run, he said it's his constitutional right. That Paul Biya spent at least almost 300 days in France, and they spend the rest of them in Cameroon. He just basically come from France to visit Cameroon. And you know the irony of all of this? The irony of all of this is that the West, they don't care about these people so long they're on their side and they can control them and get their resources. It doesn't bother them. In fact, if Pobia like, he can contest even at 50 years, they wouldn't budge. They wouldn't even have problem with him. But you see, Nicolas Maduro, yeah, they're on his neck. Pobia, Museveni, this Equatorial Guinea guy that has been there for almost 38 years again, they don't have problem with them because they can easily take their oil, they can easily take their natural resources. They won't budge, they won't object to it. So they don't have problem. If they like, they can stay there for 100 years. They don't have problem with it. But these African leaders, they should be very careful how they set all this bad precedent. Because, like I always said, an average Nigerian is waiting for his turn. An average African is just waiting for his turn. And I also hear that he's grooming his son, so his son will probably succeed him. And that is bad for Africa, and that is bad for democracy. Let us know what you think. You think an 82 years old and a 92 years old Paul Biya to be deciding the fate of a whole country. Now, let us know what you think in the comment section. Are they doing the right thing? Are the youth lazy? Let us know what you think, and we'll be happy to engage you in the comment section.